Hi everyone! I have two systems that I'm going to feed today. They're both my biggest systems. So this one is 120 days old and it has 300 adult worms that I took from my first original system. So let's check how they are doing. So as you can see, nice, big and strong worms. Some babies as well, oh, young wormies. They're looking nice and healthy. And they are doing good job producing the castings here. So I have no idea how many worms I have here now, but definitely more than 300. If we look at this corner, we can see many of them. You're not going anywhere. Okay, this stuff is a bit too wet now, so I think I will start leaving this bin open for a bit during the day. And I will stop feeding them in this part. I will move more to the middle, and this is not as wet. I'm fluffing and checking everything. But this looks good. The moisture level in this part of the bin is perfect for worms. It's quite moist but not muddy. And this is the newest and the driest part. So I think if I want to mix it all, it would be just a nice level of moisture in this bin. But I'm not going to do this. I'm going to run it a bit as a wedge method. So the ready stuff will be on this side, and I will move with feeding over this side. Last couple of months I fed them mostly somewhere here. So now I'm moving more towards the middle. Probably 2 or 3 feedings, and then I will move everything here. Or not everything, feeding. Okay, let's make some space for food. So I'm not adding any bedding to this part of the bin. I may later on add a little bit over here, but we'll see. So I have a little bit of the smoothie for them. It's mostly onion peels, which if they're not processed, they will take forever. So it's slightly processed. It's not like really finely processed thing, but it should be enough. So smudge it a little bit all over. Okay, and here I have some courgette peels, so I will add them here as well. A bit all over this middle part. There's a stem, so this will take a little bit longer. I think it's enough for them, for now at least. If for any reason, I will see in a few days time they don't have any food left, I may give them a little bit of my worm chow before the next feeding, so they're not going to be hungry. And I did it last few days as well, just a tiny bit. Okay, so this one is done. Okay, so this is my oldest bean that is now 333, 35 days old. Okay, we have the bag that we are testing, how the worms are going to process it. So there is some stuff inside, and once in a while I dump it and then fill it again with some other mixed stuff. This is the part of the bean that is more processed, so I'm hoping to be able to harvest this part soon. And I did some water harvest yesterday, and I dumped here whatever was left that didn't go through the sifter. So this stuff is quite wet, so most of the worms moved here. This is the newest part of the bean. I gave them a bit of weeds a few days ago just to keep them busy, but because they are not processed, it will take a while until they're ready for worms to eat. So I'm checking how they're doing, and it's looking great. It is busy with worms. A bit compacted on the bottom, so it's good we can fluff it today. And they already producing nice castings here. Of course, it will take a couple of 3 months until this stuff is ready, but that's fine. Plenty of worms here. This is the bean that suffered a bit over a month ago when I had a heat wave. But it's looking really great. And this is nice and fluffy. I really like this stuff here. Okay, so let's give them some food. It's the same that other bean had. So we have a bit of smoothie, which is mostly onion peels, but also a bit of dandelion. So I will mix it with the stuff here. Okay, and then I will give them a bit of zucchini or courgette. It's not frozen, it's fresh, so I don't worry about worms here. A bit of grit. And a bit here as well, just so they can all enjoy it, and they can always run to this part of the bin if they don't like it for any reason. This is the stem of the flower, so it's empty inside now. It's just that tough stuff outside left. The same with this one. Okay, let's check this bag. We are already here. So how this is going. It's starting to be a bit rough on the outside. This shiny part is still intact, it's just a bit yellow. The inside still looks mostly untouched, but the bottom is getting softer. I have some few flower, houseplant bits here. So this looks good. I can see that worms are processing it nicely. I'll fluff it so they have more air here, and I'll put some of this back, maybe with some avocado pit, or 2 or 3. Maybe this can help them to process it. Let's check. Okay. This really looks nice and fluffy castings here. So not too wet. Okay. Let's put it back here. I'll cover it a little bit more so they can have easier access if they want to go in or out. They can. We have bits of the tea bags. So some of them are taking much longer than others, but they will be processed eventually. Okay, there's a banana stem, and we have a little worm in here. I'm just trying to see if I can help them a little bit. Okay, you can see the fibers. Okay, so this is nice. I don't remember if I mentioned in the beginning, but I fed this bean 9 days ago. I gave them a tiny bit of worm chow here, just in case if they're hungry, but I didn't want to feed them too much. So that's that. Okay, so thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.